So I have a video here, right? Twitch streamer Leah comes forward saying Sykkuno allegedly finished inside her without permission in a Las Vegas hotel room. I'm going to spare you guys 12 minutes and 36 seconds because I watched the video. Okay? I watched this video. And here's the problem. First of all, in the video, she literally says that he asked, "Is this all right?" And then she goes, "I said yes, but I'm hard of hearing, so I didn't know what I was." So you said yes. So I'll summarize this video for you guys, okay? I'll summarize this video for you guys because listen, here's the thing, bro. I'm all for, like, if there's any type of victims of any type of sexual assault, anything like that, I believe the victims, right? I believe it. I'm not just gonna blindly believe anyone, but you know, if your story makes sense, if everything, if it makes sense, if, you know, it doesn't seem like there's any weird shit, there's no reason that people shouldn't believe what you're saying, right? But this one, so I'll summarize this video. Do you want to just play the video? Should we just play it? Honestly, because I could stop at the moments that I was thinking about. Should I just play? Is there like a condensed version? 12 minutes is crazy. Oh, 2x speed. Yes. Yes.
I went to Evil Las Vegas alone. But I wasn't alone. I shared a hotel room with Sykkuno. But I didn't know.
Mind you, right now, apparently this guy Sykkuno, like cheated on his girlfriend or something. And so people are like mad about it, which I get it. Like, you know, if you cheat, like, you know, you're an asshole, whatever. But like, you know, I'm seeing people that he was friends with, like, you know, that are going on here 100% clout chasing. And also on top of it too, bro, if your friend cheated on someone, would you not be their friend? Like, buddy, if fucking Raph came up to me and goes, "Yo, bro, I like just cheated on my girl," like, bro, I like maybe we'll have a conversation or something, but dude, I'm not gonna like not be friends with my friend anymore, bro. Like, this is the problem. This is the problem. These people on the internet, like some people, like me, like, you guys see what's up, bro. There's no faking anything. But there are certain people on the internet who are just fake, right? So if they're friends with someone until that person either gets canceled or people are mad at them online and then they distance themselves or they say shit. I'm seeing some of his best friends online, you know, say shit about him. The guy cheated, bro. This shit happens. Are you going to have your friends back? Or just don't even say shit? But this, like, sitting here acting like, "Oh my God, I'm so hurt." Dude, I saw a video of Pokimane apologizing to the victims. First of all, why are you apologizing because somebody else cheated? And dude, victims? See, this is the problem, bro. When there are actual girls that are victims of sexual crimes, they see girls like this and these other people saying bullshit and then getting shit on, because this girl's getting shit on. She's getting shit on all over the internet. Getting shit on, rightfully so, right? And the real victims of real, crimes, they're not going to say shit, bro. And so a girl like this, you're making it worse for everyone else. Every girl. I know real girls, real actual victims of crimes, sexual crimes, okay? Sexual assaults, rapes. A girl like this who sees, oh, this guy Sykkuno's in the, people are talking about it because he cheated. Oh, I'm going to hop on the bandwagon now. And now I'm going to, say a story that, half is, insinuating Yo, bro, I'm going to summarize the story and then I'm going to play it. But this is what she said, bro. She said she was talking to Sykkuno. She's going to some event in Vegas. She goes, oh, do you know anywhere to stay, whatever? He's like, oh, I have a spot, offers to, oh, you can stay. And she's like, oh, sure, do I have to pay you anything? He's like, no, don't worry about it. Then they had plans to stay in the hotel room and watch a horror movie together in bed, okay? She said at some point during that movie, she gives him head, okay? And this is not a joke, because I'm going to play the video. She gives him head, and then gets up after he passes out or something, eats a banana and stares out the window because she's disassociating. Yo, bro, you're disassociating because you gave a dude head? I'm not kidding. This isn't the video. I'm going to play the video. I'm going to play the video for you. Right? So then she goes, oh, I really wanted to talk to him about it because, oh, I don't do this. Sure, you don't do this, but you're in a dude's hotel room giving him fucking head. But I don't do this in your fake baby voice that, first of all, I don't know why these girls do this. It's fucking weird. I see a lot of these streamer girls, they make their voice sound really young and it's very creepy. And it's, I don't know, it's off-putting and it's weird, and no girls actually talk like that. But anyway, so after that, she's like, oh, I really want to talk to him about it. So then the next day, I was, trying to talk to him about it, whatever, and he was being vague or something. And then we hugged, and he pushed me on the bed, and we had sex. And she says he asked her if he could finish inside her, and she said yes, but she's hard of hearing. So she didn't know that she said yes to that. Like I said, man, I always hear out anyone who, if there is a real victim, I 100% I'm hearing them out and I'm believing them. Okay? You have no reason to make this up. But when shit is way too, this guy Sykkuno's in the news now and he's all over, now you want to bring this shit up from years ago, whatever. Now you want to cloud chase. Now you want your 5 minutes of fame. And this is what you're going to say. And so you're going to throw into this entire story that all has consent. You're going to just throw in, oh, he threw me to the bed. And at one point in this story, she says, I thought he was cute. So you thought he was cute. You went to his hotel room to stay there, to live in his hotel room with him. And you gave him head, and then the next day told him to finish inside of you, and somehow he did something wrong here. Again, I understand you're a cheater, right? If this guy's a cheater, if he cheated on his girlfriend, you could call him an asshole, say whatever, right? But you coming out of the woodworks randomly, I don't know this fucking guy. I don't give a fuck about this guy. I don't care. But I could see through shit when it's bullshit, bro. So let's play the shit.
That he had other intentions. Um, and I didn't ask him to share a room with me. I just simply asked him, "Hey, are you going to Evil Las Vegas?" He said yes. And I said, "Oh, I'm trying to go this year. I'm looking at hotels and everything's so expensive. Do you pretty much have like any recommendations? Like, I know he lives in Las Vegas." And he said, "Oh, you're planning on coming? I actually have room if you just want to like room with me." And I said, and I at first was not against it. I was like, "Are you sure?" Like, "No, I don't want to intrude. Like, I don't mind getting my own hotel and all this." Like, I was insistent on being like, "Oh no, it's fine." And then he said, no, like, I have extra room. I already paid for it." And I even asked him, I'm like, "Are you rooming with a group or with friends?" And he said, "No, but there's 2 beds, so like you'll get your own bed." You know, like, yeah. So I took his offer. Being a dumbass, I took his offer, but
Why is that dumb? I don't get why this is dumb. Like, if you had no intentions of anything with this guy in any way whatsoever, right? You'd never feel comfortable enough to sleep in a room with him, let alone a fucking hotel room. Like, it's one thing if it's like an Airbnb or something where there's like other bedrooms or something. Like, you're gonna sleep and live in a hotel room with a guy that you don't want to? Why would you do it?
I did later. I even offered to pay him back. I said, "How much should I save up for accommodations?" And he said, "Oh, no, you don't have to pay me back. Like, I already have room for the hotel. You don't have to pay me back." So yeah, I shared a room with Sykkuno at Evil Las Vegas, and we had plans to watch a movie together. We had plans to watch a horror movie together.
Yeah, it really sounds like you didn't want to go. Really sounds like you weren't about that. Yo, guys, we're not little kids here, man. You're a grown-ass woman. You're going to a grown-ass man's hotel room to watch a horror movie in bed. What exactly are you, like... genuinely, like, do you not think that you're, maybe giving off the vibe that I'm interested? I'm just posing that question. Do you think that you're giving off the vibe that you're interested?
Until Dawn, that movie's ass. Actually, I didn't even get to finish it, but that movie's ass. He has a hotel even though he lives in Vegas. Yes. We were watching the movie, and he started to get very angsty or something. I don't know how to explain it, but he pretty much tried to make a move on me. And I was fully trying to say, like, I'm just here to watch the movie. Like, I'm just here to watch the movie.
I was fully trying to say? I don't know what that... I don't know what that means. Because if you said it, like... Okay, so did you say that? Like... Because again, we're talking about sexual assault. We're talking about very important things, details. You're saying I was fully trying to say, so that means you tried to, and like you couldn't utter the words, or were you like stuttering? Like, did you think about it and you didn't say it? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is, again, because we're talking about serious crimes here.
But me being a dumbass and not being very like, what's the word, very strong in, like, mentally, not physically. I mean, like, maybe this is a people pleaser in me, but and maybe, I don't know, benefit the doubt, or because I still thought he was cute, or
You're in his hotel. You flew out. You're in his hotel room. You're watching a movie in bed. You think he's cute. Yeah, this idea that that I couldn't say no. Man, at a certain point, you have to be, you're an adult. Like, at a certain point, you have to take responsibility. Like, you know, what is the guy to do if you're not actually saying anything or doing anything? You're just like, how is someone supposed to read your mind? If you didn't want to do shit with him, say that. And if he does, and if, you know, if you say that and then he doesn't like you anymore or something, then okay. You said you didn't want to do anything with him, so who cares if he likes you? You know what I mean? You're a grown-ass woman. And if you can't say no to someone to the point where sexual things happen, yo, bro, like, at what point is it your fault? Because, yo, imagine like that was your girlfriend, Chad, and this is what she says to you, like, oh, I just didn't, I don't know, I didn't want to, like, say no to him, like, what? Or is this bullshit? Like, so it's either it's that or this is bullshit. So I'll keep playing it.
I don't know. He tried to make a move on me, resolute, I don't know. But he made a move on me. It did take like 30 minutes.
Oh, so wait, it took 30 minutes. So you were counting down the minutes, like, oh, when is he going to make a move? You literally were waiting for him to make a move? When you worded like, oh, it took 30 minutes, it sounds like you were waiting for it. I'm just noticing.
Wow, I don't want to share that. I don't like sharing this on. This is like so personal. Like, I don't talk about my intimate life at all. But I don't sleep.
I mean, you are right now. Like, you are in grave detail just talking about it, but
with anyone that I'm not dating. And it didn't happen that night. I didn't want it to happen. So instead, I just gave him oral.
man, it's so you didn't want to do anything with him, so you decided to suck his dick. Yeah, I didn't want to do anything. I don't want to get clipped like my dad, because I was going to say I didn't want to do anything and then gave him it, but yeah, so yeah, that really sounds like you didn't want to do anything. You just gave him head, but Yeah, I guess you didn't want to do anything? Okay.
Instead, I just gave him oral.
Okay.
And then when he fell asleep, I got out of bed and I just ate a banana and I was just staring out the window. I was dissociating.
Yo, bro, like, you don't even know what dissociating means. You don't even know what disassociating means. You don't know what you just said. Okay? So, first of all, it sounds like you enjoyed multiple bananas. And then what is this thing about you stared out a window? What does that even mean? And, like, it's so crazy. Like, people are saying that she's a victim. Like, I'm so, like...
I think I was straight up just dissociating. And I'm like, what the fuck happened? What just happened? And then, in the morning...
Yo, why is... Dude, can we, like, actually figure this out? Like, I want you guys to actually, like... Why is she... And I've seen other girl streamers... like, do this, like, why is she talking like a little kid? This is not your voice. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. I don't care. I'll pull up 10 different streams. This is not your voice. Why are you trying to sound like a kid? Like, it's like, oh, I don't do this. Like, oh, I'm trying to sound so innocent. Like, yo, bro, you're literally telling a story about how you went to a dude's hotel room, gave him head, let him nut inside you, and now years later, you're coming out saying, oh, like, I didn't like that happened. What?
Just happened. And then, in the morning...
Do you hear that? Do you hear that? Listen to her voice. Listen.
And then, in the morning...
That literally sounds like Tommy Pickles. That sounds like Tommy Pickles. From the Rugrats.
What just happened? And then, in the morning... I barely slept that night. Then in the morning, he didn't really want to talk about it. And I was just kind of trying to open it up and talk to him about like what happened. And then...
What happened?
We were going to talk about it, I don't know, later or something. I don't know, but I can't remember.
What happened? You gave the dude head.
He ends up hugging me. But then pushes me onto the bed.
Did he? He pushed you onto the bed. Listen, if I was him, if I didn't do that, I'm suing the absolute fuck out of you. I'm suing you for every fucking dollar you have. I'm suing the fuck out of you. Because from what I'm hearing, this sounds like consenting adults, and it sounds like you're regretting it. Whether it's maybe because you thought you'd get a relationship out of it and he didn't want that, and so you felt like a one-night stand or you know, whatever. Right? We've seen this before. Girls regret something and then they come back later and they go, oh, this. Like, I've seen it. We've seen it, bro. You know, we've seen it with other things where, like, maybe, like, a guy and a girl or something will go down and then later on the girl will come back and be like, oh, fuck you. Like, you got little meat. Like, you know, girls, that's actually, I mean, that's that's not as bad as accusing someone of, like, sexual assault, but that's just on the level of, like, you're psychotic. You come back years later going, you have small meat? Like, okay. But anyway.
From the hug. And we end up having sex. And I didn't have it in me to tell him to stop, so I just let it happen.
No. Bro, I don't, I'm sorry, bro. I don't know what this is, bro. Like, I can't, this, like, you ruined your 5 minutes of fame here. You blew it. Like, you blew it. You sound fucking insane. You started having sex with him and you couldn't tell him no? You didn't have the heart to tell him to stop? So you let it happen? What the fuck are you talking about? You just gave him head the night before. Like, bro, if he forced you to do that, why were you still in the hotel room? Why didn't you call the cops? If a guy forced you to give you head. Or is this all bullshit, bro? Or is this all fucking bullshit?
And while this was happening, while we were doing it, I always wear protection, and I only sleep with people I'm in a relationship with, so I'm not used to one-night stands or anything like that.
I'm so sure you're not used to it when you're going and staying in a guy's hotel room that you're not dating and giving him head and having sex with him. I'm sure you're not used to it. This is your first time ever, right? Yeah, this is just never dude, how many times is a girl gonna say this shit, bro? Do you think that we're stupid, or are you trying to just trick, like, the incels that are watching, or what are you trying to... It's really hard to imagine you go from never doing anything to immediately you stay in a guy's hotel room, give him head, and have sex with him. I just find it very hard.
But we were not using protection, and I'm legally hard of hearing, if you guys don't know already. And I'm legally hard of hearing, if you guys don't know already. But in the heat of the moment, he asked me if it was safe, and I didn't hear him, but I just said, and he finished inside of me, and then that was it. And then we just laid there for a little bit, and then I brought it up. I asked him straight up, when was your last relationship, and do you sleep around often? Like, is this normal for you? Because I told him straight up, I do not date with people. I do not sleep with people I do not date.
Lady, you gave the guy fucking head and you had sex with him and he fucking nutted inside. Like what are we, like, what the fuck are we talking? Like, this is so fucking embarrassing. And you know what else is fucked up too about this entire thing, which is what I said earlier, is that you got dumbasses like this who say these things and make it this much harder for actual real victims of sexual assault and rapes and other things. You make it that much harder because what are they seeing? They're seeing you, your dumb fucking stupid story. You tell this story and everyone on the internet is shitting on you because it's the stupidest thing we've ever heard. Right? And what are they going to think? Oh my God, I can't say something. I can't say this. Meanwhile, something seriously could have happened. Maybe with another guy, maybe with him, maybe who knows? And now people aren't going to know. Their story's not going to be out there because of dumb, stupid fucking whores. Okay? Like, let's call it what it is. Okay? You went to a guy's hotel room, gave him head, and he nutted in you. There's no other way to word this. And some girls are so they don't want to be a slut, they don't want to be a whore, they don't want to be any of these things. So they would rather lie about a dude than take responsibility for what they did. Come up with all these excuses. I'm hard of hearing. Oh, I tried to say. Oh, I didn't want to. Then why didn't you leave after the first day? Why didn't you leave when he tried he tried to make a move? Why didn't you get up? Why? It's because this is fucking bullshit, bro. And listen, again, if this dude is a cheater and he cheated on his girlfriend, he's an asshole for cheating, and I don't condone cheating on girlfriends. I would never do it. I don't agree with it. I think you just be single if you're gonna cheat. But that doesn't make someone a fucking sexual predator, bro.
I do not sleep with people that I do not date. That is just a more.
You can keep saying it all you want, but you literally just told us you did. So, like, yeah, you do.
Moral of mine, I find it very intimate with whoever. So, and I don't actually have, I've only ever slept with 3 people. Well, 4 now.
What's that J. Cole song? You gotta multiply by 3. So 4 times 3, she got 12 bodies minimum, and that's not including the random heads.
But I've only been in 3 relationships. So it was very new to me. I've never had a one-night stand or anything like that. So I asked him, I'm like, is this normal for you? Like, do you sleep around a lot? And he said, no, he was being around the bush the whole time that I was asking these questions, by the way. I'm like, then why did you sleep with me? And he said, oh, it just, giving me really half-ass answers.
What is it? What else is he gonna say? What else is he gonna say, bro? I mean, he's saying what pretty much any guy would say in this scenario. No, of course I don't. No, I don't know. It's something about you, huh? You know what I mean? Like, it's like, what's he supposed? What do you want? What do you want him to say, bro? I'm not gonna lie, bro. This is probably some regular shit to him. If this is how he's moving, this is probably some normal shit to him. I'm gonna just be honest. I don't know this guy, but it sounds like he's cheating, got women all over the place. Like, sounds like this dude was getting it in, and I don't know, but
like, oh, it's just, I've known you for a while, and I know you're very sweet, and you look nice. And then I asked him this question, and I said, when was your last relationship? And he said 3 years ago. So in my head, it's crazy that's why I feel so blindsided and backstabbed, because I asked these questions and they ended up being complete lies. So when I really felt blindsided and backstabbed by all the information that was coming out, I really was, because I asked those two questions, like if he was in a relationship or like when his last relationship was, and if he sleeps around, and he told me no, and 3 years ago. And after that, I went on about my day, and then I ended up running into someone I'm very close with, and they offered me to stay in their hotel room because I didn't feel comfortable sleeping in mine. So I ended up sleeping at my friend's hotel room for the next 2 nights. And you guys can even tell, you guys can even see on Twitter, if you guys look at my Evo outfits, the first outfit is in a very different hotel room than the other two, and that's because I ended up moving to another hotel. The first one is in the one that I'm with Sykkuno. And I ended up sleeping in the hotel that me and Sykkuno had on the last night because he ended up checking out early and sleeping at his house. So that was the only time I saw him. We ran into each other a couple more times at Evo, but we didn't really say anything, and he didn't really want to talk about what happened. And then I struggled with this for a while, and I had someone in my life be there for me and kind of try to help me through this. And my dumbass tried talking about it with Sykkuno later, trying to like understand what happened because it's not something I'm used to. And he pretty much beat around the bush the whole time. And then he would say things like, "Oh, I'm confused. I just wanted to know what you felt about that." And I said, "No, I want to know what you felt about this, because I already told you how I felt." And yeah, he said he was sorry that he made me. He was sorry that he gave me that impression, and that he would want to reconcile. And me being the dumbass I am, I still wanted to be friends with him for some reason. So I did, and that's why we still played games.
What are the dude?
And then I ended up seeing him at.
You play. So you still, this guy who assaulted you, threw you down, he did all these things, like, you still were friends with him and played games with him on stream? And what? What?
And that's why we still played games.
Dude, and again, what the fuck is with this voice? Why is she making this voice? Like, this is so fucking creepy to me, bro. But I'm sure there's like these fucking like weirdos online who like love this shit that are watching this. But like, dude, this is fucking like, no one sounds like this.
And then I ended up seeing him at TwitchCon at the Riot Party, and we actually talked in person for the first time since. And he actually brought that part up and said like he was sorry and stuff, and that he was sorry for giving me the impression. So I really thought.
So the guy even apologized. He even like apologized about it. Like, and dude, listen, he didn't have to apologize. Like, there's plenty of examples of you know, shit happens. You know, a one night stand or something happens, or maybe you guys do something and then, you know, one of the person ghosts or doesn't want to do shit anymore, whatever. Like, that shit happens, bro. We're adults, you know. But like, the guy even apologized, and you're still doing this shit to him, bro.
He was, you know, honestly sorry, and I accepted it. And I thought I was the only one, because I literally straight up asked him if he sleeps around, and he said no. So sorry, I thought I was the only one.
Of course he's gonna say no. Like, what? Of course he's gonna say no. The dude is fucking mad girls. He's cheating on his girlfriend.
Did I think we were going to be in a relationship? No. He
she kind of skimmed past that part too quick. Let me rewind.
was only one. Did I think we were going to be in a relationship? No.
So if that night that you gave him head, or the next day when you fucked raw and he nutted inside, if he at any point in there said, I want to be with you, I want to date you, like I want you to be my girl, you would have said no? The guy who you're staying with, you did all this shit, you thought he was cute, all this, right? You would have said no? Interesting. Interesting now, after the fact that you see he didn't want that from you. He just wanted some quick ass. Now you say this line.
Sorry, I thought I was only one. Did I think we were going to be in a relationship? No.
Very interesting.
I knew how much older he was than me, and I was like, why would he want to be in a relationship with someone much younger? So I didn't really think that, it was, it was going to go anywhere. So, yeah, I just...
Yes, exactly. So what did you want to talk to him about then at those points in the hotel? Like, oh, what are we? Like, you were basically doing the what are we? You were basically doing that. So by you going like, oh, no, I didn't want to. I'm so sure.
Said, I think it's fine. Like, we'll just reconcile as friends. And that's that. And then...
Okay. So that's that, right? Let's see. Let's read some of the comments, maybe. All right, that's kind of funny. Are we still doing the I'm a victim for having consensual sex that I regret thing in 2026? Unfortunately, you see it a lot. I do not sleep with people that I do not date. Proceeds to sleep with Sykkuno because... Guys, remember, you can say a lot of things. You can say, oh, I don't do this, I only do this, I only do that. But when you're literally telling a story of the thing that you're saying you don't do, like, you do it. Does that make sense, bro? Because I know some people will, they're sick in the mind, they'll be like, oh no, like I don't do it, but I did it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of shit where I'm like, yeah, yo, you lost me there. I want to see the Pokimane talked about it. All right, let's see. I'll look at the pin. Yeah, I'll check that out. What is this? Pokimane addresses the Sykkuno situation. Sykkuno cheats on his girlfriend with consenting adults, but the way Pokimane is talking, you would think he's a rapist. What is all this performative bullshit? Let me see this shit.
We could just get it over with, okay? Stop making me laugh. Stop laughing, because when you guys laugh, I laugh. Okay. It's okay. We can just get it out of the way. All right? Of course, before streaming today, I expected a lot of people in the chat asking me to talk about the Sykkuno situation. Oh my gosh, I was thinking about it. I was like, how can I say something that feels honest to me but doesn't get...
Dude, she's doing the same thing, bro. I can't unhear this. What is this voice? I don't get it. Like, bro, like, I want to hear dude, why is it that when I hear a lot of these these streamers speak, it's this fake, like, kid voice? What is this? It's fucking weird. It's fucking weird, bro. Like, just talk normal. We know you don't talk like this.
clipped out of context. I was really
I'm not,
stressing
listen,
about it.
I'm not, you know I just said this about the other girl. I'm just saying, I'm not just saying her. I'm just saying in general. What is this voice? I've heard it fucking too many times, bro. It's always a Twitch streamer. I want to hear, like I want to just hear just someone speak normal.
And then I realized, like, I'm stressing about it so much. And Sykkuno hasn't even said anything yet. And something about that, like, didn't really sit right with me. But I do want to reiterate, it's just so sad and disappointing how often this kind of thing seems to happen. Especially when it comes from people that you don't expect it to come from. And I think what I really want to say is I am just so sorry for all the hurt that's been caused to the victims, to our communities.
Bro. Yeah, wait. I didn't even hear. Wait, hold on a second, bro. Hold on. Yo, imagine talking like this about your friend. Imagine you have a friend. They get caught up. They get exposed. They cheat on their girl. Imagine I come on stream and I'm sitting there going, I want to apologize to all the victims. Let's say Raph cheated on his girlfriend. I want to apologize to all the girls. I want to apologize to all the victims. I do not associate myself with that man anymore. Like what? Like, are we, dude? Talk about throwing your fucking friend under the bus, bro. All these fucking people care about, bro, is their image. If people are gonna like them. Oh, if this guy gets canceled, I gotta say fuck this guy. If this, how fucking exhausting, how performative, how fucking just a sad fucking existence this is. You can't even be yourself. One thing that I'm so grateful for is I could come on stream and just be fucking normal. Like that, and again, if I really wanted to, there's a way to get way more, way more people to like you, but then it would just not be, you wouldn't be yourself. And you're gonna always have to be like trying to like appeal to these people and apologize to them and all this shit. Like, so again, you're witnessing this with, this is her friend she's talking about, who got caught up, he cheated. Okay, you're apologizing to the victims? Yo, listen, if you're saying the word victims, there better be like literal like assaults happening left and right. This guy better like be going to jail. From the way you're speaking, like this guy better be going to jail.
I feel everyone's hurt and shock and confusion, and I'm right there with ya. I really try so hard to make my channel a safe space for everybody, and I really hope the people that do need to speak up will. And hopefully that's enough addressing it.
Yo, bro. Not gonna lie. Like, in a weird, sad way, because I know people always shit on Pokimane. I know it. In a weird, like, genuinely, in a strange way, I actually feel bad for her. Genuinely, I feel bad for her and anyone else who's like this. Because, hear me out, bro. Because, like, you have to be in a constant state of, no matter what, you literally have to, even if it goes against people that you like, even if it's against people you love, you have to go against them. If the internet is against them, you have to go against them. They don't stand for anything or anybody. Just whatever's going to get them the most liked by this group of people. And so yeah, in a weird way, I actually do feel bad, like, because that's gotta suck. But again, you don't have to live like this, right? Like, I think it'd be really cool to see some people that we don't expect to just come out and just be normal, just, you know, say shit, say something like controversial, nothing crazy, not like something racist, but I'm saying just something like that not maybe every single person agrees with or something, or like, I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, honestly, bro, like, think about it. This is her friend who got caught cheating. It kind of would have been cool if she came on here and was like, I mean, listen, like, that's his business. Like, I'm still his friend. Like, yeah, he might have cheated, whatever, but I'm still his friend. Like, who are you to judge somebody? Are you perfect? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's some real shit. That's some real shit. But instead, nope, everyone hates him now. Oh, gotta throw him under the bus. Seen it too many times, bro. That's why you can't be friends with people like this. You cannot be friends with people like this, because they'll use you until they can't use you, and then that's it. So, anyway, is there anything else on this subject, and then we'll move on to something else? Is there anything else? Who else spoke about this? Is there anything? Someone said 𝗟𝗂𝗳𝗶𝗹𝗪. Oh, what did 𝗟𝗓𝗂𝗪𝗓 say?
And Sykkuno hasn't even said anything yet. And something about that, like, didn't really sit right with me. But I do want to reiterate, it's just so sad and disappointing.
If his girlfriend didn't say anything, right? And they didn't say anything, why the fuck does everybody feel like they are owed a response and they're owed something out of the two only involved parties? Now, riddle me this, riddle me that. In this story, two adults are having a potential problem that's being told by a third and fourth party, right? And we're being gaslit in real time that the guy has to spill the beans about what's going on in what we think is a problem, what we think is happening, but we can't confirm. Like, buddy, the two people that are involved in this hasn't said anything. So why is it maybe pressed for an answer? But whatever. It's up to them to deal with it how they want it. It's insane that we even know about this in the first place.
What I really want to say is I am just...
I mean, that's like true. Like, if the girlfriend and him didn't even say shit, what is all this? What is everyone talking about? This shit's all like for like fucking like views and clout and fucking clicks and shit, bro.